Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. Good morning, horn disease. Your sip of chaga coffee, and I am hungover. Went out to a couple of my old haunting places last night with Amy. Had fun. It's funny, the same people are in the same places that you haven't been back for 10 years, and yeah. Very good time. All right, we got so much going on in silver, but first I want to shout out to my friend Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude got his channel canceled for the second time. So he's on his third channel. And that'll be his fourth. And so he can't help himself from talking about things that YouTube doesn't want him to hear. He blamed the algorithms. I don't think it's the algorithms. I think they didn't want him to talk about stuff, and they just have to click a mouse, and you're terminated. They don't need a reason, even though your tax dollars paid for YouTube. Absolutely. And Google. How do you think all these tech companies started? It's all your tax money. So no, they should not be able to terminate anybody. It should be a free town square because we paid for it. If you want to find out the origins of YouTube, go to roadrunner.com. You know, it wasn't created in 2007 like they say, or 2006 or something like that. No, it was a lie. The patent can be found under Mark Collins Rector. Yep, the convicted pedophile, and the patent is 1999. And look who's on the patent sheet. I rest my case. So yes, this is deep state all the way. YouTube can play their deep state games. They will terminate Bix Weir one day with the click of a mouse. You don't need an algorithm. But anyway, do me a favor. Jean-Claude has started his third Beyond Mystic channel. Go to, it's called Jean-Claude, one word, Beyond Mystic 003. You notice he has 2 zeros before. I think he's expecting to be terminated 100 times. Because he's got the digits for it. But definitely go support him. He's going to build this up again. And go to his Patreon channel and join his Patreon. He seems to think he's not going to get booted off Patreon. I would say be careful. Patreon can be very vicious as well. If they go after you, they go after you. But Jean-Claude has great information, as you guys know. So definitely go to his new YouTube channel. Let's build his subscribers. This video has 8,000 views, but only 4,000 subscribers. So make sure you go there and subscribe and get his new information. Jean-Claude. We'll have him on and talk more about that in the future. Also want to point out Cliff High's latest called Electric Woo of Change, Explorer's Guide to the Sci-Fi World will scare the shit out of you. But it makes sense. But remember, Cliff's data reads what the internet's going to say over time. So it draws out the more, it lends to the more negative. Because that's the words surrounding the negative things are much more powerful than positive. So, yeah. Good luck listening to that because it's the end of the world as we know it. For most of us, as we know it for everybody. Obviously the world has changed. We were out at a restaurant last night that has closed down or is closing down, and they had to move out to California. Great restaurant, high-end restaurant, very small, just a great chef and it's a husband and wife team, and very local family, always very crowded. They went to the city of Oakland to get some leeway on the rules. They have this alley right next to their restaurant, and they wanted to do more with the alley. And the city of Oakland said no. Well, the first thing they said is, "Are you a soup kitchen feeding the homeless?" And they said no. We're a high-end boutique restaurant. And they said, then we're going to do nothing for you. Really? So it's the taxpayers. Oakland, it's sad to see. And Oakland is crumbling before my very eyes. And it was doing so well for a few years until the ultra-leftist Democrats absolutely took control, and now kiss it goodbye. So we're getting out of Oakland. I know I've been saying it for a while, but it's happening now. So adios, muchacho. Yes, we are staying in California, just out of Oakland, out of the city, into the country life. Woohoo! So that's the story on the road to. Here's the story of silver. This is big, or it could be big. Now remember, I mean, you got to take all the COMEX data with a grain of salt. I've been saying for a while now that, hey, this July delivery is going to be big. I've done some interviews. I've talked about it on my channel. Jenny and I have talked about it. Oh, by the way, Jenny, we have a new interview we did yesterday. It's going to be posted in 2 segments on the private road. Really cool stuff. But we talk about silver. We talk about theta. But silver, something is happening. We are approaching Monday is the last trading day for June, and then we get into deliveries. Now, it gets a little complicated, but here's what's going on with silver deliveries. Open interest is very high. As in 2 trading days left, it's still at 42,000 contracts. Now, this is preliminary. You see they put preliminary up here. The others are final. So they give it a day, and then they jigger the numbers again. So I would say 3 days of trying to whittle this number down for the bad guys. Jeffrey Christian's people, they play the shell game with inventory numbers. It's all fake. I mean, in what world is 500 million ounces of silver derivatives needed to be traded every day to set the price of silver? In what world? In a world of fake numbers, fake trades. This is all the banking cabal trading back and forth with the help of Virtu Financial, a guy named Vinny Viola. Vinny Viola is Bernie Madoff's other half that was allowed to keep going. And JP Morgan and HSBC, and they control the game. But as Jenny was saying, the game's going to be changing. Now, they tried to change the game with the restarting the Perth Mint, allocated, unallocated. They ended up using it in an ETF that they sold to Goldman Sachs. It's all con. These con people are ridiculous. COMEX or Kitco. Kitco is ridiculous. They're running the con as well with the Royal Bank of Canada. So they're not going to, I hear the Wall Street Silver guys talking about getting an interview by Kitco. I'm like, Kitco's the bad guys. Kitco and the Perth Mint run cover for the silver manipulation. Yes, Kitco, that the site that everybody loves to quote, that refuses to post anything worth of any value other than Jeffrey Christian. So you know what the bad guys are doing every time Jeffrey Christian opens his mouth. Anyway, so here's what's going on. We have open interest of 42,000 contracts, 210 million ounces with 2 days left of trading for the June contract. And then we go to July deliveries. Normally, whatever's left open in open interest it's pretty much where the deliveries will be, plus or minus a little bit. Now, anybody can come into the COMEX in July and take 10 million ounces and buy it and take delivery right away. You can do that. Hint, hint. Hint, hint, Elon Musk. But right now, I don't think we're going to even need to do it. Now, yesterday they did the old rollover, the Jeffrey Christian rollover of 45 million. They got to whittle this down under 100. Why? Because the COMEX registered inventory right here is at 111. So you have 111 million ounces that are registered to be taken, and you got currently 210 million ounces of open interest with 2 trading days left. Now, they play games right at the end. We'll see how deep the games go. Most likely they'll get under 100, but it will take quite a few contracts over the next 2 days. And they leak it over into a third day. So they're going to have to do, if they do, let's say they do the same. It usually peters out a little bit, but let's say they do the same, 45 million ounces a day. That'll get them under 100. But it won't get them. Remember, there's a huge silver shortage. everybody's been screaming it. So even though there's a silver shortage, the COMEX shows 354 million ounces in inventory. A lot of that, I would say 99%, is pledged to other places. Other places such as SLV inventories, all other ETF inventories, LBMA inventories. It's leased, it's swapped, there's swaptions going on here. This is a con. There's multiple owners for all this silver. So it'll be really interesting when people start saying, hey, I want to take my silver off. I think we're going to have, I would be tickled if we have the highest ever delivery month, which is right around 85 million ounces. Will we get there? I don't know. These criminals are pretty good at doing what they do. But we will see. It's definitely going to be big because right now it's 210 million ounces with just 2 trading days left of open interest. You either got to cover or you might have to. Are they going to take a hit? If they cover between now and Monday, that's probably a big financial hit for the criminal bad guy, criminal riggers. Of course, the COMEX, the CFTC doesn't care. Actually, they do care. They care very much to tamp down the price. So they're watching this closely. The CFTC is watching closely to see if the U.S. government has to come in and help the rig job. But yeah, I'm sure the riggers think they have it under control. Jeffrey Christian and friends, they've been doing it since the 1970s. Why not keep it up? But something is going on because they are bleeding silver. Again, this used to be up at 200 million. Now it's down to 100 million. And we've got, right now, there's a big chunk of silver waiting to be delivered. So we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Watch the Road to Ruta closely. Later today, I will be posting two Jenny Moonstone readings. One is about maybe 3. Yeah, 3. Really interesting stuff. We covered a whole bunch of really cool stuff. And those of you who like conspiracies, it's right down your alley. And it won't get banned by YouTube because it's not going on YouTube. It's going on the private road at Road to Ruta. If you want to join the private road, go to roadtoruta.com. Hit subscribe today. I will send you a silver Ruta coin, the coolest coin ever made. Ever. There's Ruta jumping up and down on a silver brick road with a cave of gold in the side of the Grand Canyon. Yes, there's massive amounts of gold in the world. Massive. Like not 200,000 ounces or 200,000 tons like Jeffrey Christian and friends will tell you. They invented that number, by the way. No, it's more like 2, 3, 4 million tons in the world. 10 times what they tell you. And that'll come out. But I don't think gold will go down in value because they're creating so many U.S. dollars. Now, if you listen to Cliff High, his interview, he's talking about massive collapse, massive deflation, which a banking collapse obviously would be deflationary, meaning everybody loses all their money. Yeah, whatever's left is very valuable, which is deflation. Hang on to your coins. Cliff nailed it with that one. I've been saying that for a long time. Hang on to your coinage. I love pre-65 coinage. For the silver content, but also it is the money of the United States of America. If the Federal Reserve notes go away and your bank goes down, those are Federal Reserve notes. Be very careful on how much you keep in a bank as far as FDIC insurance. That's the kicker that Cliff might be missing. FDIC insurance, you really got to check that out. I've been studying that. You can increase the $250,000 per person. You can increase that if you wanted to. That is the debt of the United States government, not of the Federal Reserve, the United States government. But there's ways to increase it using beneficiaries. It gets a little complicated, but if you're rich and you want your anything over $250,000 to be insured, there is a way to do it. But anything else is gone. With the banking collapse, yeah, if you don't have FDIC insurance and you have money in the bank, anything over that, anything over $250,000, it's kiss it goodbye. But there are other ways. You can use multiple banks. You can use 20 beneficiaries and you get $250 per. So look into it, all you rich people out there, and save your change. That's the money of the United States of America. Save your change. Obviously, I think it's better to have your change in pre-65 coinage the silver coinage. But hey, it's going to be a weird world. Check out Cliff's discussion on BitChute. It's Cliff_High, and it's called Electric Woo of Change. BitChute Cliff_High. Check it out. And join the road to Ruta. This is Bix Weir. Where am I? Right here. I'm going to leave us with a song. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, it's time to have a little fun with our friends on the comics. This song goes out to that big old gigantic naked short out there. You know who you are. It's kind of lonely at the top, ain't it? I thought I heard the people say, pay me my silver now. Tomorrow's another trading day. But pay me my silver now. Watching the comics prices rise. Pay me my silver now. JP Morgan naked shorts the highs. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. CFTC, you better shut it down. Pay me my silver now. There's people rising up in every town. Pay me my silver now. The Gatta boys are in the know. Pay me my silver now. Tinfoil hats at the silver show. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Butler nails you every time you try. Pay me my silver now. The BPS shows how much you lie. Pay me my silver now. The game is done when the silver's gone. Pay me my silver now. Comex metal in the warehouse, none. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. The banking boys melt that witch. Pay me my silver now. Deliver those bars and melt that bitch. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. 'Cause now is the time to free our land. Pay me my silver now. Silver in my pocket, paper in the can. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.